Oh hey there boys, it's Barry Games, and across the board, the tech industry is currently still rattled by issues surrounding memory chip shortages. Companies like Samsung are making major shifts in their production lines, and other companies like Framework have opted to directly tell consumers that prices will rise due to shortages. And now a new report from Bloomberg points to Nintendo losing over $14 billion in share value as fears around memory shortages continue to rise. Nintendo's shares have declined on almost every trading day in December so far, dropping to their lowest level since May of 2025. According to the report via TrendForce, Nintendo now has to spend 41% more on the 12 gigs of RAM chips that it uses to make the Nintendo Switch 2 consoles actually function, and NAND storage prices also rose by 8%, and with the drop in share value, the question quickly turns to when, not if, Nintendo will raise prices on Nintendo Switch 2, because they have made it clear that they are not willing to actually eat the losses on these RAM chips. They are gonna push it on to the consumer. And if you thought that was bad, that's not even the worst part, because not just the rising price of the console is the concern, as the express micro SD cards that you need to get more storage on these systems are actually going up in prices as well. And this is effectively a cost that Nintendo has already passed to the gamer. Now, this might have been okay if the Switch 2 launched at a reasonable price like the Switch 1, but how this is already so expensive, any raises in prices right now could absolutely make this one of the most expensive ecosystems to enter right now, especially considering the prices of their games. And this is something that is self-inflicted, because Nintendo notoriously is one of the cheapest game developers out there. Like, their games to make on average is way cheaper than anything PlayStation or anything Rockstar, any other company tries to put out there. Western games are much more expensive to make than what Nintendo puts out. Pokemon Z to A, one of the biggest franchises in the entire world, only had a reported estimated development budget of around 13 million USD. Comparing that to a game like Concord, which actually got developed for around 200 million to 400 million dollars, which was a failed franchise from the jump. Nintendo already knows Pokemon will sell regardless, but they choose to invest so little into actually developing the game, making it better, which means they really don't have to sell a lot of these games to make back their money, but they choose to price it at $80 experiences so exorbitantly high for the average game purchase price that any further raises in cost to the consoles, to its accessories, to its memory cards, anything like that could absolutely set a domino effect. The stock market is absolutely seeing what's happening, as $14 billion in lost market value is nothing to scoff at, and they are seeing the writing on the wall. They are seeing what's going to happen, and it's not if it's gonna happen, it's when. And the Black Friday drop in Nintendo Switch 2 consoles is really surprising, because it did launch this year, meaning they're trying to stimulate sales, and if a price raise is to occur, that's really gonna put a damper on that. But let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below. It's been Barry Games. Subscribe to the channel so you know when I drop new videos in the future, and as usual, have a great day.